Hello there. My name is Theo Sanson, and at the time of taping, I'm an incoming 4th year BS Computer Science undergraduate. Also at the time of taping, I am interning at what could be the only company in the Philippines that specializes in artificial intelligence called Senti. Now you may ask, what is AI? AI refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. Of course, this seems a bit too unrealistic to the point of science fiction with our technology today, which is why there are a multitude of subsets for implementing AI which can be achieved with today's technology. A subset of AI is machine learning, which refers to the concept that computer programs can automatically learn and adapt to new data without being assisted by humans. So why am I telling you the nuances of AI that you may or may not want to know? First and foremost, I suck at design. So I volunteered to intern at this company because it focuses more on the goings-on of the software than front-end development. Learning about artificial intelligence will be an integral part of my career choice. I'm more inclined to becoming a programmer that specializes in back-end development as opposed to having to force myself to become a designer. And so I reasoned, what better way to do it than to intern at a company that specializes in machine learning and artificial intelligence? I believe that I could learn about these concepts during my internship at the company, which will in turn help me greatly during the development for my thesis project, which deals with machine learning and data analysis. With 2 more months of internship to go, the things I've already experienced make me look forward to the rest of my stay in the company. The most terrifying part of anyone's internship experience, I guess, would be the interview. My interview was no different. I believe it is important to understand that no matter what they decide in the interview, trying your best is the only thing you can do. Despite that, I was still anxious as to whether I would be selected for the internship or not. The interview itself was actually pretty casual and laid back, unlike the interviews you see on television where everyone is so formal. Perhaps it was casual because of the pandemic or because of the company's work culture, I wouldn't know. The interviewers included the head of the company's HR department, Ms. Kim Sanchez, and the CEO himself, Mr. Ralph Vincent Regalado. Apart from the standard questions such as what are your skills or what languages do you know among others, I was surprised that the first question that they asked me was instead about my name. Perhaps being confounded by a name such as Mileno is a thing that knows no borders. Afterwards, we were shown the ropes around the company by Dre Alquiros and Ms. Ria Flora. Interestingly, instead of using Zoom or Google Meet for regular meetings, the company uses an app called Gather, which is like a social game where each meetings are localized into virtual rooms. The very first official project we were assigned to was to help with the Supreme Court e-library system that required the use of data science to implement. My colleague Dale Fuentebella and I were able to assist in the web crawling phase of development, which meant that we created code that could get data from the web page for use in the system. This meant that we had to learn Python from just being able to make a Hello World application to using a multitude of libraries to achieve what we needed to do. After that, our next task was to conduct data analysis of the data that the web scraper gathered, which required us to learn new data science concepts that were entirely foreign to us, whose previous experience in data science was null and in programming was website creation. I would say that my day-to-day experience is pretty non-eventful, checking emails, checking Slack for any new messages that our supervisors might have, and coding or studying for our assigned tasks. The only time I actually see other employees of the company would be during the daily progress report of the project that us interns are assigned to. The piece of advice that I can give to new interns for any company is to be prepared to learn new things that you didn't set out to learn, and don't be afraid to leave your comfort zone. Leaving our comfort zone is the only way for us to grow and learn more about ourselves. During my stay in the company, I also learned that you don't have to get it right the first time. The most important skill for every one of us in any path we choose to take is the ability to keep trying. Over the past few weeks, the things I've learned are things I probably wouldn't have known at all if I didn't take the internship. These are things like data analysis libraries or web scraping and even text machine learning techniques called natural language processing. I could encounter these in the future, but without my internship, I wouldn't have had any motivation to learn about these topics, and they would remain unknown to me. Equipping myself with skills useful in the career path that a degree in BS Computer Science offers is the main reason that I chose an internship track, and to me that is also why a practicum is essential in the CS program. There is only so much we can learn within the confines of our classrooms. With the digital landscape rapidly changing, it is best to maintain a learn-as-you-go mindset and keep as a passion the undertaking of learning about any topic you like, even if it's non-computer science related. My name is Theo Sanson and this has been my OJT Experience.